Alrighty, this is one for the hay fever sufferers out there like me. I've always thought that my gardening job has enabled some kind of healing process with regards to my hay fever because it has dissipated somewhat. And as it turns out, that is probably the case. In my gardening job, you can hear perhaps the crackle of a fire just there. If I'm lucky, that's one of the things that I do. Build fires, exercise the pyromaniac in me. But usually I'm digging or chopping, and I'm always getting stung or scratched by bramble. But in particular stung by nettle. And as it turns out, that is very likely to have helped, because actually within the nettle, stinging nettle, you have such chemicals, molecules as acetylcholine, serotonin, interestingly, also formic acid, not toxic acid, and also histamine. All of those combined, and there's probably others in there too, actually act as a means of helping your hay fever. So I'm going to be testing this further. Also, stinging nettle root is said to be very good for reducing prostate, should you have an enlarged one. There are other benefits to this stinging nettle thang, so I highly recommend you do your own research. This is not medical advice, but I'm certainly going to be testing it, and I'll let you know how I go. You can, of course, make stinging nettle tea very easily. I'm going to be digging up some nettle today, separating the roots, drying those out. So I'll be playing with those. And also, when it comes to rheumatoid arthritis, stinging nettle is meant to be very good at relieving the pain. There are claims that it can do more than that. And what you do is you rub in the stinging nettle into the area of pain, into your arthritic area. What you want to do is get to a point where, through rubbing it, you release the chlorophyll. That will help relieve any stinging. I don't mind the stinging, to be completely honest. I remember on a race once, I'd run out of energy on this very long endurance race years ago, and I actually chose to run through some stinging nettles because I had a feeling that not only would it help just through the pain alone, in other words, take my mind off of the ache from my muscles, but also probably produce a bit of adrenaline and cortisol. As it turned out, it was more than stinging nettles in this bush, and it definitely gave me enough adrenaline to finish the race. Anyway, there we are. Stinging nettles. I highly recommend you do your research if you do suffer from hay fever, rheumatoid arthritis, an enlarged prostate. All looks very interesting, and it's free. Bye for now.